Hi guys, so just want to do another small video. It's not a planned video, I'm not gonna lie. Basically, if you can remember, a few videos back I went through a walkthrough, talk through my pond, what I would ultimately like to add to the pond, i.e. the filtration system. So the skimmer on my pond, where you can probably just see behind me there, just I suppose where the top of my thumb is, that gets pulled through into a skimmer, and then that goes through onto just behind me that side, well behind the auto feeder, is a 100 centimeter a blade. So there's no filtration whatsoever going on in there. So there's 10,000 litres an hour just spewing over that blade, or going through a bypass outlet in the pond, just underneath those bubbles, pretty much about halfway down the pond. So I've always had a plan to get a bakki shower. Now, I'm not too keen on the plastic bakki showers that you can get in the market these days. Nothing against them. They're obviously, they're a bit cheaper than the stainless steel equivalents. They work probably just as well. But I've never been fussed on the aesthetics of them. Some people use a bakki shower and they put it inside their filtration system. But in my mind, on my pond, I wanted to have it visible. So I also, a pastime of mine is also engineering. I make the odd Harley Davidson for myself through the winter months, so I can ride it through the summer and then sell it on. And the one thing I do like about Harleys that I make myself is they're very stripped down. They're the bobber style. I like to see the engineering of the actual machine. I like to see the pistons. I like to see, wiring. Not so much wiring, but I like to see, copper, fuel pipes. It's just nice to see the machine as a whole and how it works. I like to see things working and ticking and pistons moving and sprockets turning and flywheels, doing their job. So to that point, I really wanted to put a bakki shower on my pond that is totally visible. Now, I've seen the Momotaro koi farm have super huge bakki showers, and I can remember watching a couple of videos on YouTube of their fish farm and thinking to myself how amazing it looked, because it looked like a tiny ecosystem. It had been running so much and so long that it started to grow moss, and there was ferns growing out of it, and and where the inlet for the pipe was coming up, that was, where there was like more drips rather than anywhere else, it was all built up with like mosses. It just looked fantastic, and that's what I liked about it, because it kind of reminded me about making motorbikes. I like the workings, I like how things work, I like to see how things work, and it's almost like almost as nice for me to look at that as it is to look at these koi. I just love the look of that ecosystem, which is taking all the ammonia and turning it into nitrites and nitrates. It's just a great thing. So to that point, I've always planned on getting a Momotaro bakki shower, 4-tier stainless steel ones. But the only problem is they are super expensive. So I think, the 4-tier with the weir outlet on the bottom, I think they retail, I think Absolute Koi do the best deals, and I think they retail for about $7.50-ish. Do you know what I mean? Bit for postage, I guess, unless you're going to pick it up. But that's no good for me because I live in Swansea, so that's travelling right up north. Doesn't really make much sense because I'm spending so much money on the travelling that it kind of, it's put me off a little bit. Could buy it, post it, but yesterday morning I just thought I'd scroll through eBay, put in bakki shower pond, searched it. You never guess what, in Swindon, just down the road, Momotaro bakki shower for sale. Gentleman is a koi dealer himself. He just didn't need this bakki shower. He had a few for sale actually. he didn't need this one bakki shower, so he had it up for sale. He had a starting bid on it, but I sort of like, I jumped in and I messaged him and I say, you know, cash price, I'd like to come and pick it up as soon as I can. Quite impatient like that. And he goes, yeah, you can have it for this sum of money. And I was like, that's a bargain, sir. So I travelled down this morning because now you can travel freely in Wales. So I travelled down, picked up the bakki shower, and I have it with me now. I must say it's been well used, however it is stainless steel. Some of the bolts need to be replaced, but I got it at such a bargain price that pretty much the bakki house media that I'm gonna get to go in this, 50 kilograms of it, is more than half price now because I've made such a saving on actually buying the unit itself. Okay, so I went down, picked it up. It was relatively local to me. So as you know, all the restrictions in Wales today has been lifted, so I could travel freely. So responsibly driving at the speed limit, I made my way down and I picked up a fantastic Momotaro 4-tier with the weir on the bottom bakki shower. I am absolutely buzzing. So tomorrow morning and the next video, I'm going to try to jet wash this off. I'm going to exchange some of the stainless steel bolts, which has just started to corrode, so I'd like to sort of like, you know, bring it back up to par again. And I've got a couple of ideas how I'm going to plumb this in. I'm not going to do the standard, you know, inlet that goes up on the side and then sprays down. I'm going to try to hide that pipe inside the actual bakki shower itself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably 1.5 inch or 1.5 inch, I think, for the pressure. 1.5 inch I'm going to get up to go through the bottom with the bulkhead of the weir, straight up through the 3 tiers to the 4th tier, and then I'm going to tee off at the top, so all the pipe work is hidden within the actual system. Because like I said, I want to show that, but I know I'm going back on myself here where I like the workings of things. I do like the workings of things, but I don't think anyone wants grey PVC pipe showing. I just want, you know, the nice section of stainless steel. And yeah, so that's where we are. So look forward to my next video. I'll try to upload it tomorrow,